speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Xavier Woods on the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. On play action, Rodgers. It stays up. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a pace.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
15-yard line.
Elliott, toss right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal at the 1. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7. Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10. 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First down, Indianapolis.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go one more. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
3-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5-yard line.
The completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Lining up for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He's going to look deep. And got his man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's not going to get me.
On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Check 3.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle by...
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that'll be incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
For David Njoku. It's third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run with Hines. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will take over at the 29. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 82 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Start penalties certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Third down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Colts 28, Cowboys 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth.
Well, a little
drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on